as you know, we talk about TV, films and comics on this channel. Just wanted to talk about a very simple B-movie that I found on Amazon Prime when I was looking about. I'd watched this a couple of years ago when it first came out. It's called Final Recall, or The Recall if you're not in the UK. It stars Wesley Snipes. It's just about a group of teens that go to a log cabin in the woods for the weekend, and during this time there is a worldwide alien invasion. They have Wesley Snipes as a neighbour, and he's a sort of crazy former abductee. He's like a survivalist now, living in this wooden cabin. He's just nutty, and they get set upon by aliens who are trying to abduct them, and Wesley Snipes helps them fight them off to an extent. Fun because it doesn't mess about. You've got like 15 minutes of introductions and then it's straight into weird stuff happening. There's a couple of shonky effects. They have this little glowing blobby probe thing come into their house, and it looks very, very dated. But to be honest, that kind of reminded me of something from the XCOM games. If you've seen the game, or you've played the XCOM games, then you'll know what I mean. But what's interesting with this is that all of a sudden, about 3/4 of the way through, they all end up getting abducted, and then you see inside the alien spaceship, and you can see where they've spent their money on special effects. And there's some really cool sort of body horror effects when this guy's walking through the spaceship, seeing what's being done to them. And it's got this nice sort of sci-fi idea of people being taken by aliens to jumpstart evolution and move them along. In a strange way, it almost feels like it was a pilot for a series, or perhaps a series of films, but also it works just as well on its own. Wesley Snipes is what elevates the film, because he's clearly having fun after being released from prison, in real life that is, and he's playing this character of this former abductee as absolutely nuts, and it's just enjoyable. You think, yeah, fair enough. It's probably the right role for him to have had when he came out of prison. It's on Amazon Prime. It's only I think it's like 80 minutes long or that. If you want some real basic B-movie sci-fi fun with aliens that isn't going to tax your brain at all and just take your mind off things going on in the world, you might as well check this out. Final Recall, or The Recall. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.